Push him for a little bit.
Huh?
Push him.
As Gladys Fugit moves into the middle stages of Alzheimer's, the changes in her brain are causing changes in her personality. And it's taking a toll on her family.
I'm not gonna swing him no more either.
The real moment that puts me close to the edge is when she and our grandson
Don't pull on. Get off of me.
get to loggerheads.
Why you stop? Huh? Why you stop?
Get on out of my way. You always try to know everything, don't know nothing. Get away.
I don't want to push
I do not want him to push me. I don't want him doing anything.
Gladys is operating at the level of the 4-year-old and wanting her way.
Sass as he is.
My big concern is that he can't understand why his grandmother will love him 1 minute and then fuss in another.
I'm not going to swing him.
Can't you push me?
No, I'm not pushing you.
Look, she's not gonna push me.
And how do I convince him
Gladys, give him a push.
that his grandmother still loves him
You can't make me do nothing.
and that it's not really her fault that she is that way?
Yes, I can.
You know I'm going to spank you behind. Right?
No, you're not. I've been going by then.
You can't be going.
I disappear myself.
You can't disappear nothing.
I disappear
You can't
foot.
do nothing but run them ugly mouth.
Yes, I can. I be dead.
I don't like him anymore.
And I don't like her either.
Liar.
You're a liar.
Don't you call me no liar.
You don't
I feel
call me
sorry
no
for
liar.
him, and I'm sorry for the kind of lasting impression it makes on his mind.
Wait now.
Christopher, you hear me call you?
See what your grandmother wants.
I know what you
I'm
want.
not really sure what would set it off in a given situation.
I don't have to.
Now, what did I want?
I don't know.
You say you know.
I did.
You don't know nothing.
Ow, stop!
But you just a smart
Off
mouth.
of me.
And it's no way that I can predict when such a thing will occur.
No,
Ah!
go get your bite. Come on.
You better go
The
take
biggest stress I have is when it does occur.
Go get the bite.
How do I resolve it? How do I calm her down? How do I calm him down? Right after it's over, she'll forget what caused it and be unhappy, and she was the one that did it. It feels like you're on a constant treadmill, but there's no escape. You know, there's no way out.
But he's not going to do it, not if he's going to stay here. He's not.
Everybody handles this in a different way.
And I mean it.
Part of the reason that he's having the response he's having is this is new behavior for her. Of course, it's caused by the disease, but his behavior is going to have to change as well.
Okay, I want to welcome everyone to the Road Ahead support group. This is our first meeting of the new year.
Every family hit by Alzheimer's faces stress unique to the disease. To help face these pressures, Harry and Gladys each come to their own support groups.
Life is full of changes. So why don't we talk about changes? How have things changed in your family?
What bothers me a lot in dealing with this is the stress I feel if I go out and leave him at home. I always call him, and if he doesn't answer the phone, then I drop everything and go back home again. So that's
Do
the
others
biggest
of you
change.
worry about leaving your family member alone?
Yeah, I don't leave her. I drag her with me or palm her off on my daughter.
Drag her with you. Harry, has something happened that made you realize you can't leave her alone safely?
A couple of months ago, I had to take the elevator up to the doctor's office, and I got out before she did, and I thought she was beside me, and I looked, she wasn't there. I looked right behind me, and she wasn't there, and I looked and saw the elevator door close. There were 3 banks of elevators. I stood there, hoping that she'd get on the elevator and come back downstairs. And one gentleman came back down in the elevator with her. But after that, I make her get on the elevator first and make her get off the elevator before I do.
How do some of the others of you manage those scary times, the panic times?
I just rant and rave. I just keep praying for the strength to accept his personality, because there's a big personality change.
Caregivers are really doing the best they can to care for their family member. They do everything right, and the person still gets worse.
So how are the holidays? Guys, did kids come up, your daughters come home? And
The holidays.
We have very early stage to approaching dead middle stage. People who can not initiate conversation, but understand what you're talking about.
On the sand, and the seas are,
It would be like walking into a fog and not knowing what's there. Not being comfortable in the world that they were so comfortable in.
And if I go to the grocery store, I got into trouble. I was there 3 hours.
Overwhelming?
Very overwhelming because they switched the store around.
There you go.
I had to look for everything. I had to go to the meat, trying to figure out what I'm going to cook, how I'm going to cook it. I mean,
Gladys?
You don't have too much to do now around the house. Harry does a lot of your stuff.
Well, he used to. He don't now. He's lazy. I do most everything around the house now.
You are?
Really? Oh, that's
You just had to take things on, huh?
You be doing those.
How about Gladys, Harry? How is
She's
she?
still in denial.
Still
She
in denial.
maintains that the only thing wrong with her is me. If she could get rid of me, she'd be in perfect shape. And she never does anything wrong, and she knows where everything is, except when I take and move it, so that she can't find it.
And Harold does the same thing, and I'm the culprit. And so from day to day, from minute to minute, you just never know what kind of a mood swing they're going to be in.
My wife tells me I'm vegetating. Because I do sit around a lot.
There's a lot of times that I really absolutely hate Harold. And it's not even that I hate him, I hate what's happening to him. And then I feel bad about myself because I feel that way about him.
One of the quotes I read in a book, it said, "I'm not dying, I'm just disappearing before your very eyes." And I thought, that's what it is. It's like, and when you see that blank look, that's the worst.
The frustration, not knowing what was happening, and how the hell do you tell anybody that, even your family? I mean, how do you explain what's going on? They just
In a way, I think it's harder on the family because they are aware from beginning to end. With the patient, eventually, they do lose the awareness, they lose the insight. But the family caregiver is the one who has to cope with the decline, with the deterioration as time goes on.
Loneliness and depression are common for the loved ones of Alzheimer's patients. Thomas McKenna has lived alone for 6 years since his wife went into the nursing home.
It was really difficult for him. He had to adjust to doing things for himself that he